Angus was waiting at the door expectantly, and after showing him the chicken so that I wouldn't be calling it bluff today, we exited for him to see two retrievers walking away. He was happy and deserved to follow them and leave his scented key posts, and he deposited a large stool sample opposite the church. When we got to the park, Angus was content to slowly smell the surrounds, mark and scratch at the land, walk past the stretching seniors, and check on the deer skeleton. We were doing our normal route, and just when I thought we pretty much knew much of the park, we noticed bright wood chips within the woods. Access was via a very muddy trail, similar to yesterday, but as we were quiet maneuvering through branches and over trees, there was no laughter in imagining mud as quicksand. We walked into this clearing where the wood chips surrounded a single tree. It was a fascinating, perfect circle. It didn't look like somebody was living there, although there were 3 mats, a rough-hewn sitting log bench, and a triangle teepee wood collection. And it was not easy to access that area. Then we saw another muddy trail. Because leaves of trees and bushes have not grown yet, and one could see a rough trail, we began following that to see what adventure we could find. The trail disappeared, and we were just walking through sticks, with Angus also going on top of fallen trees and not just through them, trying to find clearer parts of the woods. Then Angus turned back, even though I thought it would be much easier to go forward. I knew to follow dog instincts because he wanted to get out of there fast. We eventually emerged to a familiar section of the trail where we made our usual walk back to the shopping strip, where he seemed to want to interact positively with the child in the shopping cart. He held fort at his pet store before muddying himself by rolling in front of the shopping strip. It's not the cleanest of grass, so I led him to the Munster green space, where the grass seems cleaner, but he was more interested in going to smell the discarded food at the bus stop. He was pulled away from the visible broken glass that's there. We went around the church rain garden and yard where Angus reacted to a lot of critters. Upon returning home, Angus was a perfect gentleman, eating after being invited. We had a short game with Fetch a Toy, and he cleaned up after your house. The mailman dropped off a package, and Angus told the deliverer to go away loudly. Angus had been cleaned when he returned, and he loved lots of pats and being tucked in.